It is day 6 of 75 spiritual, and I have like 10 minutes, and I was like, let me just go live somewhere. I'm about to, I don't know if we're recording a podcast episode or we're going live together. Me and my friends, we have a podcast called Opportunities Over Obstacles, where we discuss lessons in motherhood, life, and business. And so we are going to talk about that stuff. But I wanted to find out, how was church? How was church today? How was church today? Did you worship online? Did you worship in the building today? This might also be my gratitude, because I tried to record a video about my 75 spiritual challenge for day 6, and it's not in my drafts. Does anybody else have a hard time recording shorts in the YouTube app? Like, it doesn't translate into actually uploading most times. That is frustrating. But today, so let me do that. Let me go ahead and do that. So what am I grateful for? I am grateful for my dad. Today I got a chance to go visit his church, and we worship as a family. And so that was really dope. So that is definitely something I'm grateful for. If you don't know, both of my parents are actually working through their own healing journey around cancer. So definitely send up some prayers for them. So I'm super grateful for my dad. He preached today too, and he was talking about prayer. It was really good. He had a great example. It was like a guy, they got stuck in an elevator and they were trying to get out, and somebody was like banging on the door. Another person was yelling, asking for help. And the other guy, he was super calm. He just picked up the phone and said, "Hey, can y'all come and get us?" And it just goes to show, like, that's how prayer is in our relationship with God. It's about like just picking up the phone and asking God for whatever we need. So grateful for that. How will I make today awesome? I already made today awesome because I hung out with my dad and we worship as a family. What is my affirmation today? My affirmation today is that I am chosen. I am one of the chosen people. One of the people that are feeling like, um, somebody said, what shoes are you wearing? I don't have any shoes on actually right now, but thank you for asking. I am a chosen person. I am a chosen person by God. And in the message, they were talking about how, today in the message my dad was preaching, they were talking about how we are priests, right? Everybody is a priest. And I'm accepting that. I'm walking in that. I'm accepting that I am a priest. I am called by God to be encouraging. I'm called by God to uplift other people. I'm called by God sometimes to even correct other people, all of course in love. And so that was my affirmation today. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Halo, I could be saying your name wrong. Hello. This live, I just wanted to find out, did anybody go and worship today? Did you worship? What was your takeaway from today? I love when we go to church, we always talk about like what our takeaways were after the message. I feel like if we don't snatch it up real quick and really summarize it as a takeaway, it always can go by the wind, right? Have you ever, somebody asked you what was church about, and if you didn't talk about it right after church, it takes you a second to recall what it was. And so I like doing that with my family. So I'm curious to know, anybody who is watching, I have about 5 minutes, and I wanted to come on and see, how was church? Do you have a takeaway? What was your message about? Did you watch it online? If you didn't go to church today, the last time you watched any type of sermon, what was it about, and what was your takeaway? I think that's so cool to be able to like reflect. I love reflecting. That's why I'm enjoying this 75 spiritual challenge. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I guess you don't have to subscribe to watch the 75 spiritual, but I'm basically on this journey from July 15th to September, I think it's 27th, and every single day I'm sharing, you know how they have the 75 hard, where you got to do workouts and you got to drink water and you read the books and all the things. Didn't want to do that, but I did want to do something consistently for the inside, because I feel like the inside stuff is like the stuff that's usually the hardest to do. And so with this 75 spiritual, I'm doing this, I'm using a book as a reference. Let me just share with y'all the book. You don't have to buy the book. I'm not promoting the book. I'm just saying this is the book I'm using. It's a gratitude journal. I can't remember if my day 2, my best friend gave me this book and I end up like buying a few more. But in the book, every single day it asks you, today, what am I grateful for? How will I make today awesome? What is a positive affirmation? And if you jumped on earlier, you know what my 3 things are. And then at nighttime, you do these other 3 questions. So you say, what today's amazing moment was what? How could I have made today even better? And then what are my goals or plans for tomorrow? And then it also gives us a quote. So I'll go with the second quote because I don't think I've been reading the quotes. So today's quote is, learn to be thankful for what you already have while you pursue all that you want. And that's by Jim Rohn. So yeah, and then in addition to me doing a 75 spiritual around this book, like of gratitude and gratefulness and reflection, I'm also dealing with the things that piss me off, that I want to act petty for, things where I feel like I'm attacked, or things that like irritate or give me some kind of negative emotion. Because what I've learned is that when I deal with the stuff that makes me frustrated, agitated, whatever, I grow in that area. And for me, growing is important and it's super valuable, because as I grow, I am able to handle more stuff. And if I'm able to handle more stuff, then God will trust me with more stuff, knowing that I'm not going to drop it. And what I believe, like if you're watching this video, or if you follow me on social media, or you just happen to scroll by, if you are watching this video, is because you are likely a person who is, God has called you to carry, and he's called you to lead other people, whether that's influencing, whether that's your family. And in order for us to maximize and do all that we've been called to do, we have to deal with the stuff that we already have. So in the 75 spiritual, I'm dealing with that stuff. And so I recorded a video and I really just kind of share with you. And I was very open and transparent about like how I deal with the stuff. Like, I got on social media, I saw a post, I didn't like it. And it wasn't that it was offensive to me. It was just like, it was like, ugh, you know, like, can we be honest? I was like, ugh. And so I dealt with that whole, like how I, like from start to finish, when something happens like that, and dealing with it to the root of it, and being able to grow from those situations. I recorded that video and you can go back and watch it. But that is something that I'm including in my 75 spiritual challenges. So at night I'll have another short and I'll share with you whatever it was that I'm working through and my takeaways of it. So yeah. Okay. I just wanted to come on and say hello and find out what you guys have been going, like, what was your takeaway from church? But I don't see anybody saying anything to me about what you did from church and all that. So I'm gonna jump off here because I have to get on right at 1 o'clock, either live or we're recording an episode. And so I don't want to be late. Oh yeah, she just sent me a message. Okay, y'all have an amazing day. I will see y'all in the next live or the next video or next comments. Talk to you later. Bye.